Friends, here is the question on the screen. In the figure, triangle ABC, this is triangle ABC, and in this triangle it is given that DE is parallel to AB. This DE, which is DE, that is parallel to AB, and it is given that AD is equal to 2x, AD is equal to 2x, and DC is given as x plus 3. This is DC is given as x plus 3, and also BE is equal to 2x minus 1, BE is equal to 2x minus 1, and CE, this distance is given as x, and we have to find the value of x. It is very simple, friends, that in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to AB, so we can apply the basic proportionality theorem that DC upon AD, that is equal to EC upon BE. So in triangle ABC, we have given that DE, that is parallel to AB, and since this DE, the line segment passing through the 2 points of the two sides of the triangle and it's parallel to the third side, then we know that this upon this is equal to EC upon BE, correct? And so we get it as DC upon AD, DC upon AD, that is equal to CE upon BE, and this is by basic proportionality theorem or the Thales theorem. Now simply put the values of DC. DC is what it is, DC, this is what it is, x plus 3, so it will be x plus 3 upon AD. AD is 2x, so that is equal upon 2x, so which is equal to CE. This is the CE. CE is given as x, and BE is 2x minus 1, so that is 2x minus 1. Now here cross multiply. So cross multiplying, you will get it as x plus 3 into another bracket 2x minus 1, which is equal to x into 2x. We are cross multiplying this. Now solve this bracket, multiply this two bracket, and after multiplying you will get it as x into x, that is 2x square, and x into minus 1, that will be minus x. Now multiply by 3 to 2x, so it will be 3 2s are 6 plus 6x, and plus minus will be minus, and 3 1s are 3, so minus 3, that is equal to 2x square. So this 2x square and 2x square will get cancelled, so 6x minus x, that will be 5x minus 3, which is equal to 0, and therefore x is equal to 3 upon 5. So here, friends, we have got the value of x as 3 upon 5. Highlight your answer because it finds easier for the examiner to check your answer sheet. Now move to the next question. Now here is the another question, that 20 tickets on which 1 to 20 are written are mixed thoroughly, and then ticket is drawn at random out of them. Find the probability that the number drawn ticket is a multiple of 3 or multiple of 7. Now friends, there are 20 tickets, and in all that 20 tickets there are the numbers written 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 20. And these all the numbers or all the cards are mixed thoroughly, and a ticket is drawn, one ticket is taken out at random, and we have to find the probability that the number drawn on the ticket is a multiple of 3 or multiple of 7. So here the total number of outcome, that total number of outcomes, that will be equal to what? Because we are taking out of 20 cards, so the total will be 20, because it may be 1, it may be 2, it may be 3, maybe 4, or maybe 20. Any one number will be there when we take out a number. So total number of outcomes will be 20, and now we have to find the favorable outcomes. So favorable outcomes, how will find? Because it should be a multiple of 3 or multiple of 7. So multiple of 3 numbers will be which? 3 ones are 3, correct? 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, then 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15, and 3 sixes are 18, and 3 sevens are 21. 21 is not in this list, and therefore 3 6, 3 threes are 9, this should be 9, 3 6 9 12 15 18, this will be the favorable number. And also the numbers multiple of 7, that will be also favorable, and the multiple of 7 will be 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, and 7 threes are 21. So that will be the out of list. So there will be 2 favorable numbers. So total favorable numbers will be what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and therefore the favorable outcome, that is equal to 8. And since the favorable outcomes are 8, we can find the probability of getting a multiple of 3 or 7, that is equal to, it will be what? Favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So it will be 8 by 20. So 4 twos are 8 and 4 fives are 20, so which is equal to 2 upon 5. So the required probability is 2 upon 5. Move to the next question. Find the HCF of the numbers 1000 and 300 by prime factorization method. Find the HCF of the numbers 1000 and 300 by the prime factorization method. So here friends, first we will find the factors of 1000. So factors of 1000, that can be calculated as 10 cube, 10 into 10 into 10. So that will be equal to what? 10 we can write as 2 into 5 bracket cube. 2 5s are 10, it is 10 cube. So it will be, the factors will be 2 cube into 5 cube, correct? 2 cube into 5 cube. This is the easiest way to find the prime factors. Now the another number is what? It is 300. 300, that can be written as 3 into 100, correct? So this can be written as 3 into 10 square, and so this is 3 into 2 5s are 10, so it will be 2 square into 5 square. And we have got the prime factors of 1000 and the prime factors of 300, and now we have to find the HCF. So here in the prime factors we see that 2 square, here it is 2 square and here also it is 2 square. So 2 square is a common factor, and here 5 cube, this is 5 square. So 5 square will be the common factor, and so HCF, and therefore HCF, that is equal to 2 square multiplied by 5 square, and 2 square multiplied by 5 square, that will be equal to 100. And so the required HCF, that is equal to 100. Highlight your answer. Now move to the next question. So the next question is that find the mode using empirical relation when it is given that mean and median are 10 and 9.6 respectively. Here friends, you have to find the mode when the mean and the median is given to you. And this is the most commonest question that is asked in the examinations. These numbers may change, but this question is repeated number of times. So it is always better to learn the empirical formula. So what is the empirical formula? It is what? Mode, that is equal to 3 median minus twice of mean. 3 median minus twice of mean. So here 3 into median, so median is what? It is 9.6, so it will be 3 into 9.6 minus twice of mean. Twice of mean is what? It is 10, so it will be 2 into 10. So which is equal to 3 into 9.6, and that is 28.8. minus 2 into 10, that will be 20, and therefore 28.8 minus 20, sorry, this is 10, okay, it is 10, so 20, and so it will be what, 18, 20 is minus, so it will be 8.8. So the required mode, that is equal to 8.8. Highlight your answer. Always develop the habit of highlighting the important steps. Since these are the 1 mark questions, so the last answer will only be the highlighted step. So move to the next question. Now here you have to find the area of the sector of a circle of radius 21 centimeter whose central angle is 120 degrees. Very simple question this is, that here it is a circle is given and the radius is given as 21 centimeter. So both these radii will be of 21 centimeter and the central angle is given as 120 degrees. We know that the formula to find the area of sector, that is equal to theta by 360 multiplied by pi r square. Now here theta is given to you as 120, so it will be 120 by 360 multiplied by pi is 22 by 7 multiplied by r is 21, so r square will be 21 into 21. So 7 3s are 21, 0 will get cancelled, 12 1s are 12, 12 3s are 36, 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21, and therefore here it will be 22 into 3 into 7. 22 into 3 into 7, 7 3s are 21, 21 into 22, that will be 462 square centimeter. So the area of sector that is equal to 462 square centimeter. Highlight your answer. Now move to the next question. Find the middle term of the AP 6, 13, 20 and 16. We do not know how many terms are there. Unless and until we do not know how many terms are there, we cannot decide which is the middle term and we cannot find the middle term. So first what we will have to do, we will have to find the number of terms. So here how do we find number of terms? That is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now here an is the last term, a is the first term and d is the common difference. Here the last term is what, 216. So put here as 216. A is the first term. What is the first term? Here the first term is 6, so it will be 6 plus n minus 1. N we have to find the number of terms that we have to find. So it will be n minus 1 into d is a common difference, that is second term minus first term. So 13 minus 6, that will be equal to 7. So the common difference will be 7. Now solve this, take 6 to this side. So it will be 216 minus 6, that will be 210, which is equal to 7 into bracket n minus 1. So 7 1s are 7, 7 3s are 21, 7 zeros are 0. So 30 is equal to n minus 1. Take 1 to this side, it will become plus, and so n is equal to 30 plus 1, that is 31. And therefore their total number of terms are 31. Now we will have to first decide what will be the middlemost term. Total are 31, and since this is an odd number, we can find the middle term as n plus 1 by 2, correct, term. So n plus 1, that is 31 plus 1, that will be 32 by 2 term. So this will be 2 1s are 2, 2 16s are 32, and therefore the 16th term will be the middle term. So what is middle term? Middle term is the 16th term. And now you have to find the middle term, means you have to find the 16th term, and you can find 16th term as A16, that is equal to A plus 15D. So A16 we have to find. So A, that is the first term, again it is 6 plus 15 into common difference. Common difference we have calculated at 7. So it will be 6 plus 105. 15 sevens are 105, and therefore it will be 111, and therefore the required answer, that is 16th term, that is equal to 111. So highlight this 16th term as 111. Friends, this is the question of 2 marks, not 1 mark. So here first you have to highlight the step, that how many number of terms you have got. Then the middle term, what is the middle term you have got, that is equal to 16th term is the middle term. So highlight this, and finally highlight the 16th term, that is 101. So here there are 3 important steps. First one will be n, number of term. Second will be the middle term, and what is that middle term. So these 3 important steps are there. Friends, I hope you must have enjoyed this video. If yes, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video.